Any questions? All right, let's rock and roll. Let's have you stand. Let's move behind your chairs. Big smiles. First thing we're going to do, we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart. Our hands are on our chair. Core tight, chest up, chin up, shoulders back. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. You're going to hold this position for 15 seconds. Once you get your bearings, you can raise your hands up a little bit off that chair. Let them hover though, not too high, maybe an inch or so. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's take our feet and move them close together. Bend your knees. Again, same verbal cues. Hands on the chair, core tight, shoulders back. Close your eyes. Holding this position again, 15 seconds. It's okay to hold on. If you need to use 1 or 2 fingers, that's okay. I want you to be safe. Good. 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. Let's turn. We're going to face the wall. Guys, for you on YouTube, you guys online, chair's on the right side. Chair will be on the right side. Now we're going to stand on one foot. The first time we do this, our eyes are open, okay? So I want you to find something in front of you to focus on, something not moving. Okay, we're going to shift our weight to our right foot. Don't lock that knee, bend that knee just a touch. Let's bring that left foot up into the air, just underneath you, not in front, not behind, right underneath you. Holding this position for 15 seconds. Focused on that focal point. Good. It's okay to hold on. A good tip is to move that chair close to you so it touches your hip. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Excuse me. Now we're going to close our eyes. All right. You guys know how tough this is, okay? So I want you to be safe. Listen to the verbal cues here. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot. Bring your left heel only. Leave your toes on the ground. Okay? Core tight, chest up, chin up. Close your eyes. Holding on to that chair. Get your bearings. Now, if this is difficult for you, stay right there. If you feel comfortable and confident, would like more of a challenge, you can bring that left foot up into the air right underneath you. Keep it close. Be safe. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's turn. Let's look the other way. Okie doke. First round, eyes are open. So my chair's on the left side. Very good. Eyes are open. Finding your focal point. That's going to help you keep your chest up, chin up. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Let's bring that right foot a couple inches into the air. We're going to hold this position 15 seconds. Core tight. Good. Concentrate. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. All right, now the hard part. Now we're going to close our eyes. Keep in mind, we're always better on one side than another, so I want you to make sure you go through the verbal cues with me, okay? Let's shift our weight to that left foot. We're going to bring the right heel into the air. Right heel only. Close your eyes. Get your bearings. All right, once you get your bearings, if you would like more of a challenge, you can bring that right foot up into the air. You don't have to. Good. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. All right, let's come around and have a seat. Those are our assessments. Of course, most of you know. A lot of familiar faces online. Hope you guys had a good week. Looking forward to a great weekend. All right, remember, Balance University, I'm the author, obviously the instructor this morning. Our program is based on strength, posture, flexibility, and balance. This is the graduates program. Balance University is the 10-week, kind of think about it as the beginner's program. This is more of the advanced. However, Everything we do is modifiable, okay? So even if you're a beginner, you can do this, all right? So I want to make sure, guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Raise your hand. Small class. We got a small group online. Be easy to field. Breathing, breathe normal unless I tell you otherwise. Very important. Don't hold your breath, okay? We want red faces, not blue. All right? And I haven't renewed my CPR, so you'll be out of luck. I've only taken that test about 15 times. You got to do it every 2 years, so I'm in the middle of it, but I think we'll be okay, all right? So strength, posture, flexibility, and balance. Let's get started on our strength, all right? Leg strength is gold. We want to make sure we protect that. That is the key to our mobility and our independence. So I'm going to have you stand in front of your chair, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to do 100 squats, all right? Just kidding. What I'm going to have you do is we're going to sink down into a squat position, all right? Bottom out, ready? Everyone down. Now, if you have any pain in the knees or the hips, just go as low as you can, okay? Now, we're going to get 5 short pumps, ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, up on 5. Good. And we're down. We're going to pause. 1, 2, and here we go. 1, 2, driving on your heels. 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. And again, hold, and 1, 2. Good. 3, 4, 5. That's it. And down. Hold, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going to do 2 more. And we're down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you're getting tired, a little fatigued, take a break. All right. Last one, if you're up for it. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, and up on 5. Let's march it out a little bit. Great job. Good. Go ahead, have a seat. Take a break. That felt good, didn't it? Good, good, because we're going to do it again. All right, nice and tall. Middle of our chair, all right? Middle towards the back of your chair. You may need to move a little bit. First thing I'm going to do, you can hold on. We're going to bring both legs up and hold. And down. And 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. 6, 3, 2, 1. And 7. Now listen, 2, 1. If you get tired, make it work for you, okay? A lot of us have been in here for a long time. We've built our endurance up, and rest. Now, take both those legs out in front of us. Pull your toes back. Hold. And we're down together. And then up together. Flex those quadriceps and down. And 3. Good. Down. 4. Don't let your back hit the back of that chair. Sit up nice and tall. Good. And 5. And down. 6. That's it. And down. 7. And down. Good. 8. And down. 9. Hold. And down. Last one. We're up and holding. Ready, and we're flutter. Good. Sue knew that was coming. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Move your feet a little bit. Get 20, 30 seconds break right here, okay? Catch your breath. Well done. Not a better way to start a Friday, right? That's what I heard. That's what somebody said. All right. Go ahead. Let's stand. We're going to be right in front of our chairs again. Our feet are going to be chair leg width apart. All right. If you find that that's uncomfortable, it's okay to move your feet. I just don't want those feet narrow. I don't want a narrow base. Ready? Going back to our squat with the pumps, all right? I saw the look on your faces when we did that last time, and all of you were begging for more, so here you go. Just giving you what the people want. Bottoms out, we're down, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, up on 5. Good. And we're down. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Give me a good range of motion there. The more that muscle tissue works through its required range of motion, the better off you're going to be, all right? Let's stimulate that muscle. Hold. Put it under a load. And we're 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. And down. This is important. This is the isometric contraction right here. This is very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 more. And we're down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up on 5. Last one. Down. Pause. 1, 2, and here we go. 1, 2. Good. 3, 4, and 5. March it out. Get that blood circulating. Good. And have a seat. Well done. Catch your breath. So what we're doing with that exercise is we're utilizing the isometric, concentric, eccentric contractions. A lot of times we're just lengthening and shortening muscles. There is no, I guess, big push or movement. You see these guys in the gym, we're easy targets to pick on and they're going 100 miles an hour. That's useless. That is absolutely useless. All right? Muscle tissue, when you stimulate it, it's all about time under tension. Okay? Along with that, it's about range of motion as well, right? If I'm only doing an exercise and I'm only working in this range of motion, that's about 20% of the range of motion. How much muscle tissue can I stimulate? Not a lot, right? Versus this. Now that's a lot more, right? So just keep that in mind as we're moving through these exercises, all right? Isometric, there's no lengthening or shortening of the muscle tissue. Concentric, shortening, eccentric, lengthening. Just in case there's ever a trivia question. You got it. All right? Nice and tall in our chairs, ready. Core tight, we're up and hold. Sit up nice and tall. Don't let your back hit the back of the chair. And you're down. And 2. Down, good. 3. And down. Keep your knees bent. You're bringing your knees up. Good, and down, and 4. That's it. And down. And down, good. And 4. Down. Last one, up and hold. Hold, hold, hold. And down. All right, now, ready? We're kicking them out. Pull your toes back, squeeze the quadriceps. Nice and tall. Good. And 2. That's it. And 3, 3, 2, 1. And 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. 6, 3, 2, 1. Good. 7, 3, 2, 1. Pulling those toes back. 8, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 9, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Move those feet. Good job. Well done. Any questions? That's our strength pillar, okay? All of these pillars are essential to improving our balance, right? You have a lot of physical therapy clinics that are using programs that don't utilize the 4 pillars. They will utilize strength, they'll utilize posture, and they'll utilize balance. Flexibility is left out. A lot of times, it's important because how many of us sit every day? Right? Well, there's a lot of damage that occurs when we sit, like the shoulders coming together. It impacts our posture, impacts our respiratory system, impacts the cardiovascular system. I can continue to go down the list. So what we're going to do in this posture pillar, we're going to open everything up in the chest. We're going to strengthen the back, strengthen the core, so that way our center of mass lands where it's supposed to, and we're not walking around like this. When we drive, shoulders come together. On our phones, shoulders come together, and the neck goes down, which is really bad. All right. When we sit, shoulders come together. We have to undo that. All right. So, lucky for you, I know a couple exercises. So let me have you stand. And if you're not sweating yet, just wait, baby. Here we go. Feet chair leg width apart. This is for you. Arms.
I've been practicing.
I can tell. Arms above our head. Ready? We're going into our founders exercise. Bottom out. Now, those arms are going to want to go down. I want you to push them back. Try to get your biceps over your ears, even with your ears. Hold and up. Good. And down. If you feel uncomfortable, you're doing it right. And up. Good. Stick that bottom out and down. Get that weight on your heels. Core tight. Pull that belly button in and up. 3 more. Good. Down. Push back. Push back. Up. Well done. Down. Good, good. And up. Last one. We're going to hold it a little bit longer. Down. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Catch your breath. Yeah. So we call that the founders. You guys are very familiar with the founders. We do it all the time. It is akin, you've heard me say this many times, to the plank. How many of you want to get on the floor? No. Right. So great alternative. You're working everything from the head to the toes. You feel your lower back, you feel your core, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, those muscles that are important, and getting up out of a chair. Not only that, let's address the postural side. Arms over the head, a lot of us lose our range of motion in our arms and shoulders as we age. Maybe it's injury, maybe it's repetitive motions with our jobs. So that's another great exercise, utilizing again the isometric contraction to stabilize the joint, the shoulder joint. But we're also bringing the shoulders together, which is going to build muscle in the posterior delt, the traps. Those muscles are heavy. They're going to pull those shoulders back, right? Putting the center of mass right where it's supposed to be. You buy that? I just made it up. Sure. On the spot. You say. I have a bridge for sale. All right, behind our chairs. Yes, ma'am.
As you age, you lose your muscles. Mm-hmm. Let's say you're in your 80s. Mm-hmm. You really can't grow those muscles back.
You can, but it's not going to be to the level that you were when you were 20 or 30 or 40.
I realize that. Yeah. Can you really grow them back? Or?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just read an article yesterday about that. So what happens is, the question is can you grow muscle in your 80s? You absolutely can. Is it harder? 100%. It's 100% harder. But here's the thing. Think about the science of it. It all comes down to testosterone and protein synthesis, what you eat. How many of you eat meat every day? Okay, that's one issue I just took up with my parents, as a matter of fact. Muscle is made from amino acids, the building blocks of protein. So when I eat meat, my gut is going to break I have a degree in dietetics, so this is right up my alley. Your body is going to break down that protein, whether it be chicken, steak, eggs, milk, ham, and it's going to utilize and pull out the amino acids which your muscles are made from. So here's the thing. If I have the wood and the nails and the land, but I don't have any workers, how am I going to build a barn? Right? Now here's the other side to that. Resistance. You have to put your body under a load, under resistance. If you don't, the body has no reason to change. If I go through life and I'm just getting up out of my chair, going through my daily tasks, my body is only going to build muscles that I need to get through those tasks. It's only when I introduce a stimulus that's going to force my body to work a little bit harder. For example, we're moving. We sold our house. It's moving day. How many times are you carrying boxes around your house all day? Hardly ever. Just when you move. Are you sore the next day, 2 days after? Absolutely. Why? That's because your body has not built up the muscles to handle that stimulus, that load. So what it does, the body says, hey, self, this is uncomfortable. This is a stress. I need to build more muscle in the event when I come across this again, it's a little bit easier because your body likes to be in a state of homeostasis. Okay? What that is a state of just consistent rest. Right. Like a consistent base. Okay? We go through mental stress and physical stress. Your body, there is a literal chemical reaction to mental stress. The release of a hormone is called cortisol. Right? If you live a stressful life, A lot of people who do, chances are they're a little bit overweight because cortisol actually holds on to fat. Same thing happens whenever you lift weights, okay? So you want to lift weights and you want to make sure you're eating protein. Testosterone. It decreases. We all have it, men and women. Guys, we start losing our testosterone in our 30s. It starts decreasing. The presence of testosterone is very important too. So you see these testosterone clinics on every corner. There are some good ones. There are some not so good ones. All right. If you're interested, ask me. I'll give you my recommendations. But there's a myriad of things that need to be in place for that to happen. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, so are you saying eat meat a lot?
So the formula to eat meat, last time I looked, was 1.8 kilograms per kilogram of body weight. So that was for 20s, 30s, 40s, somebody that's regularly lifting. It's probably less for older adults. I have to look it up to give you the exact number. Yeah.
They tell you
The size of your hand, right. I've always heard, yeah, the palm.
and when you fold your hand, that's a piece of chicken like a thigh.
Right. Well, here's the other thing. Protein.
I didn't, what are you saying? Eat a big piece of meat this big?
Yeah. So here's the deal. We'll get into it after class. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. What I want to do is let's bring our feet close together. All right. We're going to take our hands out in front of you, palms to the sky. And I want to open, push back, stretch the chest. Don't rush this. And we're going to come up, touch your thumbs over the head, down, and together. Good. And 2. Don't rush it. And we're up. Good. Down. And together. And 3. Up. Down. Keep that core tight. Touch those pinkies. That's it. We're up. Push back. Don't let that head jet forward. Down. Good. And back. Keep those knees slightly bent. You just don't want them locked. That's it. 3 more. Good. 2 more. Open. That's it. Up, up, up. Down. And together. Last one. Open. And we're up. Down. And together. All right. Quick turnaround right here. We're going to take our feet back to chair leg width apart. All right. We're going to take those hands. We're going up. Bottom out. And we're dropping down. Hold. Don't let your head go forward. Push back. And up. Good. And 2, and up, 3. Now, if you get tired, take a break. Your shoulder's getting tired, you can bring your arms down, and up, and 4, and up, 5, and up, 2 more, 6, hold, up, last one. Hold. We're going to hold a little bit longer. 3, 2, 1. And rest. We're going to take a little longer break right here. I know those shoulders are burning. That's what progress feels like. Good. Good, good. Catch your breath. Water if you need it. Take about 30 seconds. Let you recover. Did you have a question, Steve?
I was just wanted to mention, I didn't read the article. Paper, I think that concerns her question
Okay.
about aging and building muscle.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
In today's Naples paper.
Also, it doesn't have to be red meat, it just
No.
needs to be protein.
Right. Protein.
Protein.
Right. Yeah.
Because we don't really need that.
I think a boost and it has 20 grams of protein.
Correct.
And before I come here.
And you want a variety of protein. Think about vegetarians, right? They're eating beans, but you have to eat a variety of beans because the protein, the amino acids are not going to absorb as single entities. They need to join together and make bonds, and that's how the body's going to absorb it. So you have to eat a variety, right? Okay. Interesting topic. Very interesting. Ready? Feet together. Hands out in front of us. Palms to the sky. Don't lock your knees. And we're going to open. Push back. Coming up. Good. Core tight. Down. And together. and out, up, down, and together. Can you touch your thumbs over your head without looking? It's tough. Good. Down. A lot of you can. And we're up. And push. Well done, well done. Now remember, when we go up, we want to try to keep our biceps with our ears, right? You see that? You don't want them forward. You want to get them back. Best you can. And together. 3 more. We're out. Good. And we're up. Down. And together. 2. Push back. Down. Last one. Let's not rush it here. Don't let that neck go forward. Up. Good. Down. And together. Rest. We're going to take about 60 seconds here. Go ahead and have a seat. Grab some water. Well done. Good. You guys have me sweating this morning. That's a good thing. All right. Where's the party this weekend?
Daylight savings.
Oh, I am so over daylight savings. Oh, I'm so over it.
This one is the worst one. The
Yes.
one in the fall is not bad.
No, I agree.
This one is terrible. Just upsets everything.
Daylight at the evening.
Lose.
We're moving it forward, right?
We're moving forward, right? We're losing hour, right?
Spring forward, and so it's 11 o'clock almost.
sunset
Fall back. So 10 o'clock becomes 9 o'clock.
No,
No,
No, it's
comes
spring.
11 o'clock.
Oh, it becomes 11
so
o'clock.
sunset was
Yeah.
6:30
Okay.
yesterday.
Yeah, you lose an hour of sleep.
I say we switch it here, and if enough of us join the movement, we can eliminate this.
What happens year after year in this century?
I know.
Resolution.
There's legislation there to end it, but it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Apropos of that, I've got a riddle for you. What state on the Atlantic Ocean
Oh.
and what state in the Pacific Ocean at some point in the year in the same time zone?
Alaska?
The panhandle of Florida is on Central Time,
Right.
not on Eastern Time. And the eastern tip of the state of Washington is on Mountain Time. They're only an hour apart.
Oh, yeah.
And for 1 hour,
I knew it was going to be, yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Let's take that left leg out in front of us, guys. I want you to scoot to the edge of the chair. On the ground, we're going to take both hands. We're going to slide down that left leg. Now, it's okay if your knee is bent. All right. The only way you can mess this up is if the toe is out. As long as that toe is in alignment with the leg, you're good. All right. Going to hold that. Breathe normal. Three, 2, 1. Coming up. We're going to hold this for about 3-4 seconds. We're going to go down again. Same thing. Try to reach a little further for me this time. All right. You should find that you can get down that leg a little bit further. Three, 2, and 1. Good. All right, now we'll take the right leg out in front of us. We're not going to put our legs over our heads today. We're going to do that next week. So we're going to slide down that leg, that right leg. Good. Some call them legs. I call them leg. 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Catch your breath. Ready, and again. Down, a little further this time. Try to reach a little further. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Coming up. That's it. Now I want to slide into about midway to the back of my chair. Feet are chair leg width apart. I'm going to take both hands down to the ground. Once I get there, I'm going to work my hands back underneath my chair. Okay, so I'm down. I'm going to work them back underneath. That's it. Good. If you need to widen your feet out a little further, that's fine. Looking at a 45-degree angle there. All right, interlock your fingers. We're rising up. Nice and slow. We want to allow our blood pressure to adjust so we don't get lightheaded. We're going to take our palms to the sky, reach for the ceiling, and push back. All right, again, biceps by the ears. That's it. Core tight. Try not to allow your back to hit the back of the chair, and we're down. Good. And we're up. Interlocking those fingers, that's it. Push back, push back. Well done. 2 more times, okay? We're coming down. And we're up. Nice and tall. Good, good. Try not to allow that head to go forward. Last time, ready, and we're down. Well done. And we're up. Push back, push back. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. So now, I'm going to turn my chair. It makes this demonstration a little bit easier, this exercise a little bit easier to demonstrate. You guys know this one. We're going to stretch that cervical area, all right? Again, trying to undo all that looking down. So let's take our left hand. We're going to hold under the chair. Right hand goes across our stomach there, okay? So left hand holding, right hand across our stomach. Now that hand's going to act as an anchor as we lean and look to the right. So that left hand is holding as we lean and look to the right. You're going to look up. You're going to look down. You're going to find where you feel that stretch the most. You may feel it in your arm. Some may feel it in their necks. Whatever muscle is tightest in that synergy there, that's the one that we're going to stretch. It's okay to move around a little bit. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now we're just going the opposite direction. So it'll be our right hand holding, left hand coming across our stomachs, leaning and looking to the left this time as the right hand holds. And we'll look up and we'll look down. Oh, mercy. Find where you feel it the most. Now you don't want to kill it. You want a nice good stretch though. Three, 2, and 1, and relax. Catch your breath. All right. How many of you watch TV every day? You can do some of these exercises when you watch TV.
Except my chair size.
Ah, you had to get a new chair.
A Scandinavian chair. Special.
Oh, really?
Dux.
What is a Scandinavian chair?
Well, it's a Dux from Sweden.
Okay.
And, it's from the 50s.
Okay.
And it slants back and goes up.
Huh.
And it feels wonderful. You should nurse your children holding a thing.
Right.
And then I would let them sit in that corner. And it was
Interesting.
It's a wonderful chair.
I'd never heard of that. Scandinavian chair. Learn something new every day. Dux. Okay. DUX. I'll have to look that up. Any questions? We've worked strength, posture, flexibility. Now for the final pillar, the balance pillar. We've done 2 exercises per pillar. Here we're going to do 4. All right. We've got that BDNF present in the brain, right? Like when you learn a salsa step or a foreign language. Remember, you can't learn 1 foreign word a week and expect to be fluent in a year. Same goes with your balance. You can't come to balance class once a week and expect to improve, okay? So if you're not improving at the end of this 3 weeks, come see me. I want to know. But remember, the first thing I'm going to ask you, what are you doing on your own? All right? Remember, my job to hold you accountable and to motivate. So let me have you stand. Let's go behind our chair. All right. We're going to put the chair on the right side. So those of you on YouTube, online, chair on the right side. For us in class, we're going to face that way. First thing I want to do today is we're going to go with about a medium level exercise. We're going to do a trace D. You've done this many times before. I want you to imagine standing on the beach, barefoot. You're going to trace the capital letter D in the sand, okay? So we're going to start with our left foot behind us, toes behind you. Now we're going to draw a straight line forward to the front, and now we're going to semicircle around. There's your D. All right, nice and tall, focused on your focal point, and let's begin. 1, and around. Don't rush it. 2, forward, and around. 3. Now I don't want any weight on that left foot, none whatsoever. It's okay to hold on. Good. 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, going to go to 12 here. 9, 10, 11, last one is 12. And rest. All right, let's turn. We'll face the opposite direction. Same verbal cues, okay? Biggest enemy of this exercise is momentum, all right? So I want to make sure we separate each rep from the next, okay? Nice and tall, focused on our focal point. Shifting your weight to your left foot. Remember, bend your knee, don't lock it. Starting with our toes in the back, we're going to move forward and around. There's 1, this is 2, and 3. Now don't put any weight on that right foot if you can help it. 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Well done. Okie doke. Slow turn back the opposite direction. All right. Now again, one of my favorites, and I love pairing these two exercises in the same routine. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to shift our weight to that right foot, bring that left leg up. Try to get your leg, your thigh parallel to the ground. If you can't, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Now what we're going to do is we're going to extend that left leg out in front of us, pull your toes back, hold 1, 2, and then return to start position, okay? It's okay if you hold on. The work is in the extension and the curl, okay? So nice and tall, focused on that focal point. We're going to extend that leg out in front of us, pull the toes back, 1, 2, and return to start position. And 2. Don't lean back. That's key. Good. And in. 3. And in. 4. Going to go to 8 here. That's it. 5. Good. And 6. 7. Last one, and 8. Whew. And rest. Boy, that was good, wasn't it? Well done. Turn. I know, that one's tough. That's a tough one. Okay. Let's bring that right leg up. We might as well work while we're here, right? Right leg extended out. Pull those toes back and return to start position. And 2. Good. And in. 3. And in. This is where it pays off if you're wearing light shoes. 4. Good. 5. 6. That's it. 7. Last one, and 8. And rest. Good. Let's take a minute. More like 20 seconds. Slow turn. Back to the opposite side. Okay. Now, let's bring it back a little bit. Okay. Those two, pretty tough. What I want to do here is just a single leg lateral. You'll see this exercise in a lot of articles. It's a prominent go-to. Anytime you see a physician or a therapist writing an article about balance, they'll always suggest this exercise. It's a good movement, Not the best, but I like it. You're going to get some value out of it, okay? So we're going to shift our weight to our right foot. Find your focal point. Very simple movement, just taking the leg out, away from the body, abducting and adducting. Here's the key though. Let me give you a couple of tips. Move that chair close to you so it hits your hip. That'll help orient yourself in space and time. All right? And as the leg moves out, don't get a big movement, okay? I don't want any lateral flexion in the spine. I want to be nice and tall, nice and neutral, okay? Focused on that focal point. Ready? Let's begin. 1 and 2. Nice and slow. 3, 4. Try to keep that left foot in the air if you can. 5. Shoulders back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to try to go to 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Let's turn. Same thing with the right leg. Shift your weight to the left foot. Let's bring that right foot into the air. Bend your knee. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3. Don't rush it. 4. Good. 5, 6. Keep those eyes up if you can. 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome. Last thing we're going to do. Congratulations. You made it. Now we're going to stand on one foot for 60 seconds, right? If the British Journal of Sports Medicine tells us 10 seconds, we're going to do it for 60. All right? So catch your breath. Slow turn back the opposite way. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Clear your mind. Focus. I want you to find your focal point. Fixate on it. Get yourself squared away with your feet. We're going to shift our weight to the right foot. Bend that knee. Don't lock it. Pull that belly button into your spine. Core tight. Chest up, chin up. Let's bring that left foot up into the air. Time begins now. Right underneath you. Not too high. Keep it low. Standing on our right foot for 60 seconds. $20 seconds. Good. It's okay to hold on if you need to. 30. 40. 40. Hang in there. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. Let's turn. Let's face the opposite direction. Great job. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Clear your thoughts. Find your focal point. Okay, let's shift our weight to the left foot. Don't lock it. Core tight, chest up, chin up. Let's bring that right foot up into the air. Time begins now. Balancing on our left foot for 60 seconds. Keep that foot right underneath you. There you go. Very good. $20 seconds. 30. 40. Almost there. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Great job. Have a seat for me. Fantastic. Well done. If you have any questions, I'll hang out after class. Let me give you your homework. Because I'm banking on most of you sitting at home every day, right? So here's what I want you to do. We're going to do those short pumps like we did earlier in class in our strength pillar, okay? Where you're going to go down. Remember the key here, imagine you have a headlight in your chest. I want you to illuminate what's in front of you, not what's on the ground. Your bottom should never be above your shoulders. So bottom out, weight is on my heels. I'm going to count 1, 2, and then I'm going to give 5 short pumps, all right? Up on 5. Let's see if we can do 4 to 10 of those. If you're doing 10, you're doing really well, okay? Somewhere between 4 and 10. Now, once you complete that, what I want you to do is do our trace D for our balance. So a strength exercise and a balance exercise. We're going to try to do the trace D somewhere between 8 and 15. In class, we did 15, okay? Kind of give you a point. Now, once you complete that circuit, try to do it again. How much time would that take? 3 minutes? Maybe? Find the time. Find the time, because I'm going to tell you what, the last thing we want is a fall. Because once you fall, all bets are off. We know the statistics, right? Every 11 seconds, someone is treated for a fall-related injury in the ER. Every 19 minutes, someone dies from a fall-related injury. That's according to the National Institute of Health, okay? So that's your homework. If you have any questions, I'm here after class. Remember, resources, guys, my website, mybalanceuniversity.com. It's a great resource for you, as well as the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Emeritus Health, EMERITUS. You'll see my face, tons of videos there, tons of lectures over every topic you can imagine. You guys have a great weekend, all right, and make somebody smile. Well done. Good job.